Today, we're diving into something huge, how AI is completely shaking up the world of the business analyst. We're not just talking about a new tool here. We're looking at a fundamental shift, a whole new partnership that changes the job from doing the grunt work to calling the shots. Let's get into it.
All right, let's just cut to the chase, right? I know what you're thinking. It's the elephant in the room. Is AI coming for the business analyst job? Are we all about to be replaced?
The short answer? Absolutely not. But, and this is a big but, things are definitely not staying the same. Think of AI less like a Terminator and more like a transformer. It's not here to end the role. It's here to create a brand new, way more powerful version of it.
So how should you frame this in your head?
Well, we're moving past the idea of AI as just a simple assistant, a tool that just does exactly what you tell it to do. We're entering the era of the agentic partner. And what that means is an AI that can actually take initiative. It can handle complex stuff all on its own, figure out how your business really works, and even bring you strategic ideas you hadn't even thought to ask for. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. The past, the BA was the doer. You were the one in the trenches, manually grinding through all the documents, the data, the process maps. The future, the BA is the director. You're not writing every single line of the script anymore. Nope, you're telling the AI to whip up the first draft, which frees you up to focus on the big picture stuff, the strategy, the stakeholder conversations, the things that actually make a difference. Okay, so let's break this down. First up, let's talk about one of the biggest parts of the job, requirements. Forever, capturing and managing requirements has been this super time-consuming manual process. AI is about to completely flip that on its head. And the big idea here is something called zero drafting. Just think about that for a second. Imagine never again staring at that dreaded blinking cursor on a blank page, trying to start a requirements document. The whole point of zero drafting is to have AI capture what your stakeholders are saying and turn it into a structured document, like right from the get-go. And look, the tools that are making this a reality are just wild. Seriously, you get a super vague bug report from a user. A tool like Jam can turn that into a perfect Jira ticket, complete with all the technical logs. Or how about this? You walk out of a meeting and another tool, Aqua, has already created a full product requirements document, a PRD, just from your voice notes. This isn't just making things faster, it's making them better from the very start.
All right, next up, data. This is another massive area where things are changing. We're moving away from just looking at what happened to predicting what's going to happen.
And what's so cool about this is that it's basically democratizing data science. The old way, man, you practically had to be a developer. You needed to know SQL, maybe some Python, and spend hours staring at charts. The new AI-powered way? It's like having a conversation. You can literally just ask questions in plain English, build these complex predictive models without writing a single line of code. It's a total game changer.
And this is what it actually looks like in the real world. This is from Tableau Pulse. Just imagine your phone buzzes and you get a message like this. It's not you digging through spreadsheets looking for problems anymore. The problems, the insights are coming directly to you. It's a huge, huge shift from being reactive to being proactive. So, what's making this possible? Check out these tools. You've got Akio, where you can literally just upload a CSV file and it'll build a model to predict something like customer churn. No code needed. Or Blaze SQL. You just type out what you want in English and boom, it spits out a perfect SQL query. All of these tools are tearing down the technical walls, so you can focus on the why, not the how. Okay, so we've covered requirements and data. That's huge. But what about all the other stuff? The daily grind, the process mapping, the meeting notes, all that admin work. Well, you guessed it, AI is coming for that too. And its goal is to free you up for the stuff that really matters. Take process mapping. It used to be this whole thing of interviewing people, right? And you'd get their version of the story. Now, a tool like KYP.ai can literally watch what people are doing on their computers and map out the real as-is process. No more guesswork. And when you're brainstorming, tools from Miro and Lucidchart can take that chaotic mess of sticky notes and poof, turn it into a clean, structured diagram in seconds. And yeah, let's talk about that daily grind. With tools like Fireflies or Otter.ai, you can actually be present in a meeting. You can focus on the people, not on taking notes, because everything is being transcribed and summarized for you. Long, confusing email chains, Microsoft Copilot will just summarize them. All of this is designed to give you back your brainpower for the strategic work. Okay, that's a lot of tools, a lot of change. It can feel a little overwhelming. I get it. So the big question is, where the heck do you start? Let's get super practical. We're going to build your essential AI starter stack.
Now, I know we just threw a ton of different tools at you, but here's the good news. You do not need to learn all of them right now. Honestly, to handle probably 80% of what you'll do day to day, you just need to focus on 5 key things. Just 5. And here they are, your 5 tools stack. First, SQL and Excel. These are your bedrock. You just have to know how to work with data. Then, Power BI. That's how you take that data and tell a story with it visually. Miro is your go-to for mapping out ideas and processes. And then, wrapping around all of it is ChatGPT. Think of it as your universal assistant. It helps you do everything else just way, way faster. So, let's just hammer this point home. This is the main takeaway. AI does not mean you can skip learning the fundamentals. You still have to know what a good requirement looks like. You still need to understand data. You still need to think logically about processes. AI is the accelerator. It's the rocket fuel you pour on top of your core skills. Look, the technology is here. It's ready. It's moving from being a dumb assistant to a smart partner. It's ready to take all the boring, repetitive work off your plate so you can focus on strategy. The only question left is, are you ready to step up and be the director?